Yeah.
Is the thrice-bound man the sleeper?
Yes, she says.
Oh.
What
And
happens when he awakens?
All this will change and end, and a new beginning.
How do you personally feel about that, Ollie?
I love my daddy, she says, and walks away.
who's Mildred?
Is that her back?
She stops and looks back. She twists her head so far that you're starting to worry she's gonna like spin it around and vomit on you. And she says, "She has no name, no name," and walks off.
That was weird.
Yeah.
She seems fine to you. Welcome to Bad Empathy Score Rolls. Population, you.
Well, at least some of these notes are starting to line up.
I love when PCs send other PCs cryptic fucking notes, and the PCs are like, "Let's spend a couple hours on this shit." I don't know what's going on.
Who are the elves in this world?
No problem. You guys find that out rather quickly. They're dressed in simple "I'm a slave" type garb. All of them are wearing wrist manacles and collars. And they look like they have looks at you guys. Give me empathy rolls, because if you fail like before, then maybe they'll be your friend.
Fail.
Not good, Barlow.
Maybe they'll be your friend. Great. Sheila, did you make yours?
I keep hiding it. I made it.
Excellent. You think that among elves, if one elf likes another, they may say, "Hey, baby, want to kill all humans?" And that's like a pickup line. They super hate humans. You're thinking they hate humans so much that pretty much anything you do or say will only increase their hatred of you. You're thinking if they got to kill all of you people, that they might orgasm.
Wow.
Wow, I'm glad I wouldn't be alive for that.
So the notes say the ghost dance and cause the elvish spirits to rise up and wipe out man, freeing the elves from their oppression. That kind of sounds like what Ali was talking about. So we probably don't want to be wiped out, though.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Are you saying if you have to choose species, you choose your own?
Species.
Yes.
Orson's got carded.
Take a card for a fucking science fiction, fairly obscure reference there. God damn. You are a geek. Well done.
I like what I like.
Yeah. Suck it, buggers.
So, what do you guys do? By the way, for just so you guys know, for exploration, I don't do the D&D bullshit of explore the hallway 10 foot at a time and make rolls and shit. That's fucking dull as fuck. I'd rather talk about paint drying. If you're wanting to explore, like, say, Moonguard Hall, as an example, there's nothing fancy about that. Well, very little fancy about that. You just go, we check out Moonguard Hall. There may or may not be a roll involved. I may or may not just tell you shit that's there. If there's something like a secret door or something like that, it's a simple spot hidden roll. So pretty much for you guys finding shit like secret doors, etc., not really a huge challenge. I figure, sure, take some time, but do I care how much? No, you have time. So exploration's rather easy.
Okay.
And that works that way on all the maps, except the outdoors ones, which are really easy because they're more basic maps than the indoor ones. And it's like, where are my choices here? Well, you can go through the mountains, you can take this road, etc. You'll see if you ever go outdoors of any of the cities and shit.
So, I think I forgot to say it, but I meant to leave my sewer bag back in the courtyard next to McKay's bag.
Done. Send me a note on it later in case somebody plays between this session and next time you play because they may steal it.
Glenn, put a note on it.
I love
Maybe
that
you
shit.
should- Maybe you should find a new hiding spot.
I love it when the PCs find our PC shit and then take it and like leave $1 or something. It's like, there you go, bitch. Yeah. And then the RPC goes, okay, at last I got all the pieces and motherfuckers.
Where's my bag gone?
Awesome.
Okay. I want to look at the science tower.
All right. It's fun
Actually,
that I figure you guys are all going together because
Yeah.
you've got nothing else
Yeah.
going on. Let's see, science. Science!
Science!
Hey,
Technology.
the only interesting things in the science tower is off of the landing. It's kind of a little bit hidden. Stairs continue up around the inside of the tower, and then it goes to landing, and then up and up to the top of the tower. That landing there, you find where the science teacher lives. It's like a little bit hidden, but not enough to even ask for a roll. It's kind of like if you walk around there, you'll see it. Also, there's a locked doors you can see in the science classroom, which is completely impregnable unless you have like simple lockpicks and shit and want to break in. Which apparently nobody else has yet, as they haven't like put deadbolts and shit or just welded the door shut. Other than what you see on the map, not a lot of other interesting shit in the science tower. Other than, of course, the locked door.
No
Anybody else around?
You can eventually find a time when nobody else is around. It's still a little bit risky because the classrooms aren't locked or anything. But yeah, you can find a time when nobody else is around. So you can jam your lockpick into the door and make it so that it will never come out, and then automatically get House Bobcat blamed and lose points.
What we're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You guys look out in the hallway, and I'll see if I can get the door.
You don't have lockpick. She does, so it's kind of her call.
I have my own lockpicks.
Oh my god. Okay. I thought you'd left your sewer bag or whatever. Oh. So anyway,
I reach into my hidden pocket. Hello.
She does the head wobble at you, indicating that she is above you.
Looking for something?
Thank you. I take them and put them in my secret pocket.
I'm thinking she's probably using her book bag instead of her secret pocket simply because she has no concealment holdout camouflage and doesn't want the other kids to think she has inoperable cancer that's bulging out. Although that's fun too. So you guys are keeping a lookout in the hall. That makes it a lot easier. Nobody's ever thought to do lookout before. Whoever suggested the lookout, please take a card because none of the other people have come up with having a lookout. Not even joking.
I'll take a card.
It's new technology, Glenn.
Yeah.
So Glenn's doing the locked door lock picking.
Yeah.
Great. Roll that shit. It's that full. It's not that super hard because who carries lockpicks in the school for fucking kids?
Okay. Does anybody want the fast talk plus 20?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Alex is enough of a fast talker.
About intimidate plus 20.
Ooh.
No, I think my cards are pretty good, thanks.
Okay.
No,
It's
thank
personally
you.
scary.
It's
to
gone.
down. Okay, great. Roll.
Play my skill 5. Roll
Mhm.
lock picking. Crap.
Yeah, well, it's beyond your capabilities. Apparently, it's a 14-pin master lock tumbler. It just keeps and they keep falling down and shit. And you're like, why? Why?
Do you guys know anything about lockpicking?
Ah,
I haven't
as
seen
long as
that.
it's-
I could learn.
I could give it a go, as long as it's not electronical.
It's totally not electronic. Totally not. In fact, you've not seen anything that's electronic here. Their lights are either like oil lamp type thing or magic lights that are always on and they just open and close little shutters. So for Alex, this is a very comforting zone. It's almost like being in warm jello.
I will use my +10 skill.
Very well.
Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay, yeah, you open it up. Inside is the science supply room. There are various chemicals and things in there. The only downside is that it's not one of the reach inside and easy lock thing. It's like the old-fashioned skeleton key type lock. So in order to relock it, if you choose to do that when you're done looting whatever chemicals you want, if any, you're going to have to make another lock picking roll. Alex would be at a bonus because he's figured out this lock. It's a 3-pin tumbler, but you're at a +10, Alex, should you choose to play with this lock again to lock or unlock it. It's a really basic lock. You don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
No.
So give me chemistry rolls if you want to look around and see all the stuff in here, and I'll tell you what you think of it.
Ooh.
Nope.
You might have that.
It's a lot of powders and shit like that, and yeah, there are.
I got my chemistry alchemy.
This is stuff you'd expect to see in like a kid's science fair. There's nothing here that would cause like an explosion or anything. You could make like, if the chemistry for some of this shit works as it did before, you could make like kind of a choking gas type of thing that, you know, really make somebody uncomfortable and might make them get cancer eventually, but nothing really nastily offensive or defensive. More like, look at the flame burning blue. Isn't that pretty? You know, that kind of shit that chemistry teachers do for their classes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Is there any bottle labeled ethyl alcohol?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a rough life. But you remember from your teachers and stuff that a lot of the basic chemical and electric reactions and stuff don't work anymore. They don't know why. They just stopped working. They suspect it's the large alien spaceships that stopped it, but you know, they have no proof.
So the bloody spaceships.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want more details, there's also something called what the fuck was it called? I think it starts with an R. Background. The rending. The rending is something else they were discussing, and that's basically when tech turned off, and then a lot of people died and shit. So if you want details on that, I will tell you the story of the rending, which is easy as shit to find out from our students, the teachers, whatever.
Okay.
If you'd like to know, it's a couple paragraphs of exposition. Up to you.
Well, looks like there's nothing to do in this closet.
Yeah.
Let's lock it back up and then
Sure.
find out about the rending.
Alex, give me a lockpicking of plus 10%. Plus any cards you want to throw on it and shit.
Yes.
Great. You lock it back up. The perfect crime.
Wow.
Yay.
Considering you found nothing worth taking and you locked it back up. And that's when you notice Sheila's not with you. Oh, no. You said, no, anyway, you guys all head out. Right. The notes on the rending. Aliens came to Earth. This caused humanity to lose its collective shit. Quite a few people died from stupidity alone in those early days. After a time, the aliens took control of humanity and outlawed certain technologies. Anyone caught using them died in a horrible blue fire death. This included anything more complicated than medieval weaponry. Since electricity is needed to keep most food on the planet from going bad, this immediately led to a fuck ton of people starving to death. Ironically, almost as many or more people died from the "we have no food" riots as would actually starved. In addition, through use of strange technologies, aliens took a good chunk of 2 generations of children. Do you know why or where the kids went? Afterward, the natural laws changed massively. Steam could no longer push a train, electricity refused to work, and so on. Nobody knew if it was the aliens or if it was the coming of magic and monsters. So it got even worse because some people said that our people turned into monsters. Some people said monsters just appeared. Many of the plants and animals in the world also became monsters. Monsters ravaged the fuck out of humanity until humanity finally accepted what was happening and learned to fight back. The massive deaths caused by technology, loss of a couple generations of children being abducted, and then monsters appeared really fucked the human population down to a more manageable numbers. Rampant insanity from those who could not quickly adapt dwindled it even further. Nobody knows how many people there are now or how many human cities are left. One arguably good thing that happened happened to humanity was over half of them suddenly developed magical powers of the survivors, I mean. Most people have relatively minor magic, but about 10% of all humans can learn all sorts of spells. Because there was no religion to hold them back, it seemed that and it seemed to be only light and darkness. Because magic seemed to be the only way out, humanity seized upon that like a fat kid on Smarties. They developed magical powers that replaced many of the lost technologies, called magitech. The other thing that happened was that aliens completely rid the world of all pollution. For a time, it seemed that the plants and animals grew and mated in a frenzy. Cut to a lot of scenes of animals fucking. 2 generations have passed since the event called the Rending. Many people live in fear it will happen again or that the aliens will come back and further knock humanity's dick into the dirt. On the teacher's phrase is a little different. On the plus side, the aliens did take away all the man-made pollution and waste away from the Earth somehow. Mankind has been doing its best to restock the pollution as hard as it can since. There you go. That's the Rending briefing.
Huh.
So do we think this sleeper that Ollie talked about is an alien?
Card for Kenway.
That was maybe left here?
By the way, as far as pizza goes, order whatever you want. I'm getting hungry now.
It's done.
God damn, you're quick.
It's here.
God damn.
You already ate it.
God damn. So fat. Fuck. I'm sorry I ate all the pizza, Matt. But God,
Damn.
I used to be thin as fuck. I used to be like Sheila size, and then the pizza got into me somehow. I don't understand.
We all know how it happened.
The pizza and I have been having an affair. And I think. Anyway, so, yeah, you guys are wandering the corridors. If you'd like to go anywhere else, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll assume that you probably go back to your somewhere to talk, because there's a lot of little nooks and corridors, and I forget what they're called, but when you're walking along a hallway and then there's like a little bench and it's kind of set into the wall and you can hang out there. I forget what those are called.
Alcove.
There you go. There's alcoves and shit like that. Yeah, you guys can high five. There's little alcoves and stuff set here and there that are not on the map. So if you guys look for a secluded place to talk, I'm sure you can find something to hang out in and discuss shit, because nobody's really interested in what you guys are up to. You haven't made any death enemies, unlike the lockpick losers. So you're not being stalked by people or anything. You're just kind of like fucking 11-year-olds, and nobody really cares what they're up to as long as they're not breaking shit.
We are not breaking shit.
There you go. So,
Okay.
Any other areas you guys want to check out?
I'm looking.
I will say that it was amazing how fast the first player who was playing solo, and it was Russ, found the first gate out of here. It was literally like 15 minutes. He spent 15 minutes in school and said, "I'm out." He went through the gate, and I was like, "God damn, this zone's not going to get a lot of use." But
So I'm thinking we don't want the sleeper to awaken.
Yeah.
But
look at Alex.
I don't know.
I mean, what's happening here is pretty crappy, but me forever the pessimist is like, it could be a lot worse.
Could be.
As far as like, it will be new.
If it's the aliens, then maybe the aliens leave when they wake up and technology comes back.
Alex is like, And it just shows like nightmarish scenes of technology doing horrible things and shit in his head.
So we should leave.
Like a toaster toasting.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Toast comes up, Alex is like, ah.
So we should leave the sleeper sleeping? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, Glenn, you were trying to make some connection of like that it had to do with there was an elvish ghost dance, and we think that would wake up the sleeper. Was that what?
Well, that's probably just the doom and gloom coincidence.
On the ghost dance notes that were found in the backpack, there is more explanation to those if you want to read them. Just FYI.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go read them.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Cut to. Right. Let's see. The ghost dance. Essentially, it's to help the elves to get all those who died to come back and kill all humans. In addition to the normal ritual shit, because this is a how to do this ritual. It specifies that candles must be held by the wick and dipped into fine oil, which you find interesting because you had heard some rumor about oil having disappeared and they're still looking for it. It happened a week or two ago. And then placed into holders without disturbing the oil, then lit. Use a bone or stone knife, as iron or silver will corrupt the ritual and make it dangerous for all. With the knife, draw blood from each participant. A powerful necromancer must lead the ritual. And then it has some fucking exacting sigils and designs called for as well, which, yes, art skill. And the ritual should be done on a day when the dead are closest to this world. Should that special night be missed, you can still try to do it, but it's less of a chance of success. The ritual takes 2 hours and culminates at midnight. They put it in much more flowery language. The ritual can only be done by an elf, and let's see what else. Oh, and then the ghost dance should bring back the ancient elvish leader Bad Wolf, who will then get all of the other elves to come back and wipe out humanity.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
Yes, I think we should.
Only if you're human.
Probably leave that one be then for a while.
Hey, baby, you want to kill all humans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and all of you guys, give me an essence ×2 roll. Good luck. This is a hard fucking roll to make.
Essence.
Matt, for some reason you don't know, you get essence ×3. It'll become clear should you make it.
Fumble.
Did you roll an +6? Fuck you. Matt, there's a ghost hanging out near you. Right there, like hanging out, watching you guys. It doesn't, you just can sense it. You can't see it. You don't know who it is and all that, but there's a fucking ghost. The reason you got it ×3 is because you turn into a fucking ghost way too often, and you've actually been a ghost before.
I say, hey, buddy. Just general direction.
No problem. Alex talks to himself. You think once again the DTs are kicking in. Yeah.
Magically, I have cards in my hand that say anti-greed. So
Cool.
play immediately.
Anybody have any greed cards?
No, luckily not.
Nope.
Cool. That thing that you're sensing, you don't know if it can speak or not, but it doesn't. So, yeah.
I still hold a conversation with it.
All right. You want to tell it anything wild or?
So we killed a bunch of people once. That was a good time. How have you been today?
The presence that you, and apparently you alone can feel, is hanging out. Give me give me a roll at learn for ghost empathy, Matt, as you attempt to get a new fucked up skill, since you can sense this fucker.
No.
Okay.
That's a shame.
It really is. Unfortunately, you, as far as I know, you have no way of actually getting to see what this looks like or anything useful like that.
No, I suppose ghost sight might be a new good spell to write into my spirit tree.
If the spirit tree's ever worked on, I think that Scott is the. I think your best chance would be to convince Scott to develop the fucking spirit tree, and then hopefully you get more stuff on that. But there you go. You guys watch Alex Kinley rant and rave into the air for a while. You wait patiently for him to continue.
Is he out of booze?
He is dangerously low.
Could be. All right, so what now?
Spooky forest.
I don't think we're meant to go in there. We're not allowed as 11-year-olds to go in there.
But it's mysterious.
It certainly is. And I hate being 11 again.
Have you been a different age here before? Or just like 11 in general?
Just 11.
There might be spiders.
It could be.
There might be sandworms. It's like Tim Burton in here.
Yeah. The forest is itself very mysterious, and its mystery is only exceeded by its power.
Well, then now I have to go.
It's out of bounds, it's got to be good.
Do we want to lose more points, though, for the...
Oh, excuse me.
Who's up?
We'll just be like, man, those lockpick losers are terrible. It was
Just-
them.
Mm-hmm.
Put on our ninja pajamas and be stealthy.
That's good for my mind.
Thank you, sir.
As discussed.
We don't have to.
Lovely. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
I thought we came here to explore.
We could. But first, I will have to go and grab pizza.
Understandable.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. So I'm pushing for the spooky forest.
Okay.
We'll want to stealth out there. Bring the sewer bag.
Does anybody else have different votes, or are you going to go for that?
I'm
I
good.
would just be randomly choosing other places, so. Forest, as Scott said while it was muted earlier.
Okay. Next question would be, do you want to go out there during the daytime or the nighttime?
Ooh.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to sneak there under cover of darkness and then
Mhm.
explore it during the day.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing better than camping out in the spooky forest.
Well,
Like
No,
sneak out right before
we
dawn.
we stealth out of dorms or whatever just before dawn. That would probably be best.
That would aid in your stealthing out there, because if you look at the map, there is a big ass field to cross called Scrubby Field. Definitely easier at night.
Yep.
My question is, what kind of light sources do you have?
None.
I've got my sewer bag.
Uh-huh.
We've got the big pack of glow sticks and the flashlight.
Flashlight doesn't work, but how about them glow sticks? They might work. That's kind of a luck roll because it's a weird chemical reaction.
Okay.
But those are not one directional. So if you use them, then you might be spotted as the glow sticks going out there.
Right.
Well, we could swipe some tinfoil and make some sort of lanterning cone.
They don't have any tinfoil. You'd be amazed how much shit they don't have.
Let me see what's in. If there was anything else in that bag.
Mm-hmm. This pizza will do. Quite nice, Matt. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't flip me off. I'm feeling fucking sad now. He just shrugs.
There's
Sorry.
matches, I think. Those might work.
Same thing as the chem sticks. I have no idea if they work here.
Right. We could probably swipe a lantern from somewhere.
True, but A, theft, loss of more points. B, not one directional.
Get a special lantern that has the mirror on the one side.
Oh, the bullseye lantern?
Yeah.
That would be lovely to have one of those. Oh, if only the school would fucking stop messing around and stock up on that shit, right?
Probably harder to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
They still
mean,
stock up on a lot of good thieving gear for kids.
if we go like 10 meters into the forest and then light the glow sticks, then they shouldn't be able to detect us from too far off.
Yeah, sure.
Or wait for a full moon.
Hmm.
We don't actually want to explore with the glow sticks. We just want to sneak in the darkness.
Right. Totally a different thing. I don't know why you haven't learned to see in the dark yet.
That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to be fucking dark as shit in there. It's kind of dark even during the daytime, but at night the forest moves into an epic level of darkness. Because the trees are pretty close and lots of foliage.
Right. So we'd stealth to the field at night,
Uh-huh.
wait for the sun to come up, then go into the forest at dawn.
Cool. It sounds like a plan. Everybody give me a simple stealth roll at full in order to get across the scrubby field. If one person blows it, you're all fucked. Good luck.
Made it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Made it. I made it very well.
Excellent. You guys eventually get in there. You sit around waiting for a while, which irritates Alex. At nighttime, you can see, as you're waiting, no starlight or moonlight pierces the thick canopy above. This is the kind of place where if you were to walk forward, you'd probably get a branch gouging out your eye. But you guys wait. Eventually, there's enough light that you can kind of see, and so you start moving in. It's oddly chill in the gloom beneath the thick canopy overhead. There's a ground mist obscuring small patches of the ground, forcing you to either take a meandering route or walk through who knows what. You guys all feel like you're being watched.
Right.
Danger sense.
Danger
Excellent.
sense.
But I can't find it on my sheet yet.
6 sense danger sense?
Fumble danger sense.
Everything's fine.
Made in danger sense.
It is so dangerous that if you were busy filming Handy, this would be the scene where both of his arms fall off. But you notice that Glenn seems to be going through a strange amount of bravery, looking totally unconcerned.
Yeah.
Everybody give me spot hidden rolls at -30, please. As you proceed in.
No.
Nope.
Sheila, you're at full because you made your danger sense.
Ooh.
It's your special.
Oh.
I made it. I spotted.
That
I failed.
excellent. Sheila, give me a grapple roll. Good luck.
That doesn't look so good.
You swipe at Glenn just trying to grab him just before he steps on a caltrop. But you miss. He steps on the caltrop. Glenn, roll a d4 damage on yourself. Give me a willpower ×5 not to let out a blood-curdling scream as the point of the small caltrop emerges through the top of your foot, thus blooding your shoe. Maybe it didn't get all the way to the top of your foot. So 1 point, and how's that willpower not to scream out?
×7.
No! He screamed like a little kid who just stepped on a nail. The echo seems to reverberate in the fucking forest. I'm guessing Alex made his spot roll, or
Nope.
pardon?
Nope.
All right. Roll the same D4 and willpower times 5 roll. See if we can get it in stereo.
Make it. Made it.
It shows Alex like going, ah. He pulls the caltrip out, and then he looks at his foot, and it just shows the hole go close, and he goes,
Pretty much.
Glenn, yours is not fucking doing anything except bleeding in your shoe.
That doesn't seem fair.
You know, by the way, in case you guys forgot, Alex always wears the small, dark, round glasses. Just in case you didn't know or had forgotten. Alex usually forgets.
Sunglasses?
Yeah. But more kind of medieval type style.
Okay. Gonna go back a little bit and cast Remove Tracks.
After screaming in the forest, you decide to do that. You're not sure if anybody heard or not.
Let's see.
Checking for bad guys.
I've got the whole meta tree available, right?
Pardon?
I've got the meta tree available, right?
Yeah, you've got them all at learn, I believe.
Yeah. Try to do an efficient spell and fail. I made Remove Tracks, though.
Excellent.
Okay, 50 meters radius. So, 100-meter line.
Well, you've moved tracks in areas you haven't gone yet, as well as 50 back or whatever. So,
since you're reminding me of spells, Glenn, should we do a no smell?
Ooh.
The big nasty animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be things hunting by smell here.
By the way, after his scream, it cuts to bad guys, and one's like, "Did you say something?" After his long, fucking piercing scream, the other one's like, "Yes, I did."
93.
All right, I'm gonna try no smell. I did not make it.
You stink. Okay. Any more spells before I continue on?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal Sheila's idea. No, I don't make it.
Mark off valuable magic points. Now, give me spot hidden rolls at fold, please.
Nope.
Yep.
Yes, at a quarter.
Caltrips everywhere, hidden under the leaves and shit like that. On the
Caltrops. I point them out. Caltrop.
Thank you, Glenn.
Caltrop. Are they like attached to the ground at all, or just sit
No,
there?
you could literally easily pick them up.
All right, I start picking them up.
At this point, you come to a horrible realization that you have nothing to keep them in, so they're always fucking poking you. These are the most horrible things to carry ever.
I thought you had your backpack on.
It's full of
If
stuff.
he puts
It's
them in
full of
there,
stuff.
then
Also, it makes holes.
All right.
I'll gather up a double handful and set them on a stump or something. And
the forest feels very
make-
old.
make a path.
Actually, you could just walk around them. But if you want to gather them up and put them on a stump, great. You do so. Moving on. Up ahead, you guys see something laying very still. Seems to be a student.
Trap.
Is it breathing?
Although the uniform sleeves seem to have been ripped off and the arms are really thin. I mean, you guys are ways away, but you can see from further away.
Is there blood?
Hard to see from way the fuck back here. You can barely see that it seems to be a student laying there.
Looking for tracks.
No tracks around at all.
If there's like a werewolf elf out here or something.
Mm-hmm.
I sense a crime scene.
I'm not dead yet.
When you guys get closer, you see a kid. It's a kid-sized skeleton in an old desiccated school uniform. Give me biology rolls and evidence analysis rolls. And it also has like little fucking spiders, tiny spiders with yellow bands around their legs crawling on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is a great idea. For you two, at least.
I made evidence. Failed biology.
Did not make either one.
No, it didn't make either.
The school uniform seems kind of old, and somebody's ripped the sleeves off of it. Since you didn't make biology there, Glenn, it doesn't really help you to get the evidence. But, yeah, you got checked.
Okay. Any forensics possible?
Like, what kind of forensics do you want to do? You have no kits or anything like that if you're wanting to collect evidence. You don't have any bags.
Could examine the bones.
You did, but unfortunately you failed your biology rolls, so you go, I think they may be human. Or some sort of hyper-intelligent monkey. There's no blood splatter or anything like that. It looks like this thing has been here for a while. Although why some sick pervert would tear off the sleeves. And with your evidence analysis roll, the sleeves were pulled off way post-mortem. Like recently.
Blah.
I have a funny feeling. I know who did this.
Oh?
It might be our friend Mildred. Actually, I'd pretty much blame her for everything now.
Who's Mildred?
Mildred Bumgarner, the woman with no name. She has a name.
Oh.
It's brilliant.
Okay.
She wanted to change houses.
No, she's just used to just messing with dead things.
Oh.
That's weird.
One of her hobbies.
It's hard to say simply because this thing is so desiccated that any skin it has is like really tight pressed, so it'd be super hard for her to skin this one.
Is there any injuries?
You don't see anything obvious on it. I mean, how it died or whatever, you have no idea.
Maybe by poisonous spider. Get away from that, Glenn.
Oh, give me zoology or rules for the spider, or if you have arachnology. Or,
Yes, I love animals.
How about our cryptozoology?
These are not monsters, definitely.
Did not make it.
They seem to be spiders of some sort.
Failed.
Maybe spiders. So, right, continue on or run screaming?
I'm not sure this is really a good idea.
He says, "You guys are all gathered around the corpse, pretending you're in the movie Stand By Me."
Why is that?
Because I haven't got my corpse poking stick.
You're in the forest. There's thousands of possible corpse poking sticks.
It's true. And just not the same as the one I've got at home. I will go ahead if you guys want to, but yeah, I'm not getting a good feeling about this place.
Well, went to some trouble to come out here.
That's all right. Just keep going.
It shows as Alex is like, we just keep going. It shows like fucking robed figure of death standing behind him with his sight. He's like, we'll just keep going. It gets back to you guys.
Keep going.
All right. As you guys continue on, you begin to see high up in the trees webs. They're big enough that you can see them from the ground. They're pretty big webs. Give me zoology or some sort of role like that to know about things in the natural world, or cryptozoology.
Crit.
Okay. Right. For those who made it, Glenn, did you make it?
No.
Which were you rolling for, Matt? Zoology or crypto?
I went for zoology because I've already got a check in cryptozoology.
Good man. Some of those webs, not all of them, are actually natural webs. They're some sort of spiders, Logan forgets name, that work together to make bigger webs to pull in bigger shit like an occasional bird, because they are evil fucking bitches, spiders. So, yeah, some of them are natural. Others, no. With your crit, not so much. I.e. some sort of monster spider thing, or
Nice.
some sort of monster that can create web. Yeah. You guys notice this.
I relate this to them
Very well.
in an attempt to scare them.
They both stare at the webs for a while.
What do you think the unnatural ones came from?
Now I need cryptozoology rolls, as he asks the question, to which Alex responds.
No idea.
Anybody else want to try their cryptozoology? You've got to at least learn.
Well,
Ooh.
Nope, my learn is not at 12.
Oh. Wow. Damn. Okay.
Bummer. Okay, your guess is big spider. That's as close as you're willing to wager right now. Super big spider. What do you guys do? Continue on?
Let's
Run
not
away?
walk under those. Is there still forest that does not have that overhanging of an...
Oh yeah. I mean, they increase a bit as you continue in. Right now, it's very easy. In the future, maybe less easy to avoid walking under them. I mean, you don't see a lot of shit dropping out of them. You know, do a few jump scares from a cheap movie type thing. But, you know, they are unnerving. Both of you idiots take a card. That's great. So,